Hey, Greg here, Develop Coaching. Just wanted to check in with you just to make sure that you're fully booked up for work for 2022 and going into 2023. If you're not at the moment and you've got gaps in that pipeline, you really seriously need to consider upping your marketing strategy and making sure you're full now, because be under no illusions, things are getting a little bit harder in the economic climate, and those that haven't got work booked in for November, December and January, you're going to find it really hard to fill those slots. There's a lot of negativity around, and we really just want to make sure you're booked up at this time. So there's a few things you want to do to make sure that happens. The first thing is you want to, as I always say, you want to try and win bigger value projects. It's much easier to have yourself booked up for months in advance if you've got projects that are lasting 3, 4, 6 months, whatever that's going to be. So if you do have the skill set to be able to take on bigger projects, whether that's 50 grand projects or 250 grand projects, that's what you want to be doing. It's going to be really difficult if you're only doing, 5 to 10,000 pound jobs. It's quite hard to get, 6 months booked at a time. You've got to really have a top marketing game. So that's the first thing. Try and upskill yourself if you can. The second thing that you want to be able to do is know where to find those projects. So you need to be able to find architects in your area or main contractors in your area that have got those jobs, or developers in your area, if that's who you work for, if that's your typical client. You want to find people who have got those jobs and they're sitting on those projects right now. There's going to be a ton of people that want jobs started right this second, and some that want work finished before Christmas. And to be honest, at the time of year we're in now, it's very unlikely you're going to be able to get on a big project and finish it before Christmas. So most people are now thinking, right, how am I going to get builders in for January 2023? So now is the time you need to get on it, get that marketing out there so that you can attract people who are sitting on those projects. And there's loads of architects that have got those projects on their desks. So I can show you the exact strategy in how to do that. So that's the second thing, find architects and attract your ideal client. The third thing you want to be able to do is make sure that you present yourself the right way when you're pricing up this work. So you've got the opportunity of a tender, but now you need to price it right. We want you to price it right so that you've accounted for the material volatility that's currently in the market. We don't want you taking on work just because you're the cheapest, and we can show you the strategy on how you can demonstrate value and still charge premium pricing. So that's the third thing. Demonstrate value and price the projects correctly. And the fourth thing we want to show you how to do is close the sale. We want you to be inundated with leads, of course, but there's no point having all those leads if you can't actually win the work. So we want to show you the psychology behind how you close a sale and how you can get those projects over the line. If you're interested in doing all of that, then reach out to us. We've got the exact strategy you need to make sure you're absolutely inundated with work throughout this winter. And as we said, be under no illusions. If you're going to do it, you need to do it now. Don't wait till November, December, because it's going to be too late to book up your Jan. So if you haven't got January booked now, or even before that, we highly encourage you, reach out right now and we'll show you exactly what you need to do to make sure you've got work in